Audio Jungle.
What's good, everybody out there? It's your boy, Sammy Socialite, and I am back with another episode of Eating Sports Chat. Today, I got some delicious gumbo, baby. I hope y'all can see it. I can't, spill it over, but, I got some gumbo, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Meek Mills for this delicious gumbo that I'm about to tear up today. Today, the NBA is officially back. No more preseason. It is real. 82 games this season. We are back in business. And to celebrate the NBA coming back, I'm sporting my Trae Young Cotton Candy Icy t-shirt. Shout out to my boy Trae Young. He dropped the Trae Young ones recently, with the icy blue and the cotton candy, and I happen to have both of them, so salute to Trae. Basketball's back. It's crazy. This is hot. Oh my god. So, yikes. Ben Simmons, y'all. Ben Simmons reported to the 76ers like Rich Paul, his agent, informed him to do so he can start making money. However, he hasn't started to make money yet because he's not only been fined $1.4 million for missing 4 preseason games, he's being fined for conduct. Well, he's being fined and suspended for conduct detrimental to the team. Now, apparently, Ben Simmons went to practice the other day with sweatpants and his phone in his pocket. And apparently, that's against NBA rules. He wasn't giving effort. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. And today at practice, they said Doc Rivers threw him out. He got thrown out for not wanting to participate. Apparently, Doc Rivers said, you can leave, and he dropped the ball and left. It's a crazy situation. The 76ers talked today. They said that, again, they're not trying to trade him for role players. They want to trade him for a superstar. Therefore, something's going to happen. Ben Simmons will not be playing in the season opening game. Joel Embiid basically came out and said that he is not a babysitter. And at this point, he doesn't care what Ben Simmons does. But he's not going to be a part of that team, basically, is what he said. I'm trying to figure out why Ben Simmons is trying to harden his way out of the situation when obviously the 76ers are not the same team that the Rockets are. And they're not going for that shit. So tonight starts the 75th year of the NBA. And they're going to be doing a season-long celebration, according to Adam Silver, an email that I, personally got in my email today from Mr. Silver describing all the wonderful things they're going to be doing this year in celebration. Currently, the Bucks and the Nets are playing right now, and a little too early to call what's going to happen watching it in studio here. But right now the Bucks are winning by 13. It's looking like the Nets might need Kyrie Irving. We're not talking about Kyrie Irving today, though. Lakers and Warriors play next. We're going to have to catch up on what happened in that game next week. The Hawks are back. Game 1 for the Hawks is on Thursday. They play Luka Doncic and the Mavs. But we are a pro Hawks team around here. Obviously, we are not going to talk about who they want to be, you know, future MVP and stuff. But it's going to be an exciting season. We got people healthy. Luka, you better watch out. In baseball news, the Braves, last time I failed to mention that the Braves won the I guess the first round of the playoffs for them. And it was actually pretty badass how they won. They were balling, and now they are up 2-0 in the NLCS versus our nemesis, the Dodgers, who came back from a 3-1 deficit last year and beat us to go to the World Series. Yeah, we're playing them, and it's a tight series. I don't know what's going on in Game 3 right now, but just know that the Braves are doing some things. It's so good. So good, but so hot. Oh, my God. So, shout out to the Braves. Crazy. The other night, I was watching the game, and Albies had hit a base hit. He was on base, and it was Austin Riley's turn to pitch. And I mean, not pitch, but Austin Riley was up to bat, and he hit the ball, and Albies was able to score. So we won with a walk-off homer, and I'm just like, wow, it's kind of crazy because that's the same thing that happened in Game 1, y'all. Just different players. So maybe this Braves team is not as timid and scared as we thought going out without Acuna. We're going to see what's popping off with that. NFL news. Yes, I know y'all so used to me doing the NFL first, but basketball is here, and we playing basketball and eating gumbo bowls. Yeah, Y'all ain't know I can freestyle too, but NFL news. On Monday Night Football, we had what usually would be a Snoresville fest of a game if maybe it was played like 4 years ago. Tennessee Titans versus Buffalo Bills. Crazy game. Most people, after the Bills beat the Chiefs last week, didn't give the Titans a fighting chance. The Titans looked like they were outmatched very early, but they stuck in the fight. Derrick Henry went crazy. Julio Jones, somebody named Julio Jones had 2 catches for 53 yards and then got injured and had to miss the rest of the game. You know, there were trick plays. The Bills scored a touchdown on their version of the Philly special. Josh Allen had got the receiving touchdown. Titans do a fake punt. They had converted it, but then it got called back on the penalty. Just a wild game. And the Bills ultimately took the L due to Josh Allen trying to do a quarterback sneak on 4th down. Did not get it. They turned the ball over. Titans win. On Monday Night Football, 34-31. Crazy scoring game. Steelers versus Seattle Seahawks. As y'all know, Russell Wilson, he's hurt. He's going to be gone for like 6 weeks. They got to find a new quarterback. Geno Smith, he's not cutting it, can't do what he's supposed to do. And even with those issues, they managed to have a 17-20. Well, they were down 17-20 with 15 seconds left in the game. They end up kicking the field goal to bring it to overtime, and Geno gets the ball in overtime and fumbles the ball in Steelers territory. Steelers come back, kick the field goal to win. They got to find better than Geno. On one of the last plays in regulation, DK Metcalf gets a pass. He catches the ball, runs, and gets stripped as he's trying to run forward to gain more yards instead of getting out of bounds. Gets stripped. Luckily, Seattle recovers. They were able to stop the clock and kick the last-minute field goal to send it to overtime. Shannon Sharp says on Twitter that DK Metcalf made a selfish play by trying to play hero ball. DK Metcalf responds saying, "Don't speak on me, boy," to Shannon Sharp, y'all. Like, oh, poor DK Metcalf. Y'all know he got his hair dyed blue. You know, he would be blasting R. Kelly on his Snapchat. So he a little sick in the head, maybe, you know. Apparently, he doesn't know who he's talking to because Shannon basically tweeted him back and was like, you know, you probably, basically like you should have a little bit more respect because you should wish that your resume is like mine when you retire. And DK replies, "I can wipe my shit with your resume." And everybody was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. Sure enough, DK comes back and apologizes saying, "Yes, you're right. I do hope my resume looks like yours because, I mean, you're talking to a Hall of Famer with a great career. Sorry, DK. You need to worry about winning football games instead of having Twitter beef with Shannon Sharp." The Cardinals are the team to beat in the NFL currently. While we all thought it was going to be the Chiefs or the Bills or even Tampa, those teams have all lost. And the Cardinals stand 6-0 undefeated currently. So let's see what they have up their sleeves for the rest of the season. Kyler Murray, they all played the game without their head coach, Cliff Kingsbury, and a lot of coaches because the coaches had COVID. But they came out, they played the Browns. Everybody thought the Browns was going to, you know, do something. And Arizona basically blew them out. Every time I looked at my phone, Kyler Murray had threw a touchdown pass. I think he threw like 5 touchdowns. So he's been showing out. Shout out to Oakland. They got the win without Gruden. You know, I ain't going to speak on that too much, but they were able to win. Dallas beats the Patriots, man. It was a game, and it's crazy because the game really, like, it could have went either way. They went to overtime, actually. Dallas scores, Patriots score, Dallas scores, Patriots score. It's just back and forth, back and forth. Stephon Diggs' brother, Travion Diggs, got his 7th pick of the season, his 2nd pick six. And then gets beat for like a 75-yard pass on the next drive. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. But he's still a baller. He's been balling out. Lamar Jackson. They played the Chargers. Everyone's on the Chargers nuts. Justin Herbert train. And Lamar and the Ravens dismantled them. Austin Eckler, who had been showing out all season, was held to like 8 total yards. And it just was not a good week for the Chargers because Lamar Jackson had something to prove and he did it. College football, yeah, I ain't got nothing for y'all this week, really. You know, a lot of teams are on bye. A team I don't like won again, the number 1 team in America. I'm not going to speak on them, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so next week I'm going to have some college stuff. Hopefully some juiciness happens. You know, it's getting close to November with college football. That's when stuff gets real. Fantasy Star of the Week for Eater Sports Chat. I'm not even gonna lie, like, it was some, good fantasy players this week, but it's nobody that did as close as good this week as Derrick Henry. Derrick had over 150 yards combined, 3 touchdowns. He's the man. He ran a 75-yard touchdown in the game. Most fantasy leagues give you extra points for, a touchdown of that magnitude. So, Derrick Henry, man, you a beast. Congratulations. You are the fantasy star of the week. And I gotta kick it to my boy for the fantasy bum of the week. Unfortunately, I personally needed more than 5 points from Hollywood Brown, who had been spectacular over the last few weeks, scoring massive amount of fantasy points. He had 5 catches for 30 yards. It just was not a good day for my boy Hollywood Brown. So, unfortunately, bro, you are the fantasy bum of the week. You're still my guy. Still have awesome respect for you. I hope you bounce back for the sake of, my fantasy team. Because, y'all won. So, it's not like, y'all lost. But, shout out to my boy still. But you the bum of the week. With that being said, it's your boy, Sammy Socialite. If you want this delicious gumbo for yourself, hit up Meek Mills on Instagram. She does weekly meal preps. She has an extensive menu, and the girl can cook her ass off. So make sure you hit up Meek Mills. I'm Sammy Socialite, and this was another Eating Sports Chat. I can't wait to see you guys next week. We're going to have NBA in full swing, football in full swing. Hopefully the Braves in the World Series by then. It's going to be crazy. See y'all next time.